Hi, this is Jay from caldereriaonline.com, and I will show you how to unfold a rectangular pipe in several different ways using caldereriaonline.com tools. So the pipe is 400 by 300 external dimensions, 2 millimeters thickness, 2.5 millimeters internal radius, that is 4.5 millimeters external radius, and let's say a height of 350. So let's go to the first way. I will use this C profile. So the idea is to have this A dimensions so that we have a butt joint here. So this is 150 two times to have 300. We have 300 here, 400 for the width, 2.5 for the internal radius, as you will see on the image. Thickness was 2 millimeters, 350 here. I calculate the pattern. We have the developed length here and the bending lines as shown here. So I download this and we see this in my CAD. So here in my CAD, I will open this download. And we have this is the overall length and the bending areas here. We can see the detail. So this is the bending line and this area from one line and the other. In the middle we have the bending line. This area is the actual place where the bending happens. So this from here to the border is flat, as well as from here to the next line. Let's go to the second method. So the second way I will be using is by using the J profile. We will have both flanges C and A going up to a point to have a corner joint. So I enter the dimensions. I'll calculate the pattern. So we have the developed length, which is the same. This is good news. And we have these bending lines. I download this, and since it's very similar to the other, no need to check this on my CAD. Another way to do this pipe is by joining two L profiles together. So I will be doing this case too. I calculate this. So here we have half of the pipe. Again, I download this and continue with the next method. For the next method, I will be using the U profile, and in this case, I will consider the pipe being made by two U profiles arranged in a box configuration. So I will enter this value. So here we have 200 up to the half of the pipe. B will be 300. Again, C 200, 2.5 for the internal radius, bending radius 2 here, 350. I calculate this pattern again, and we see this is half of the original length we have already calculated for the other cases. That was 1384. Again, I will just download this and continue with the next case. To finish with the profile cases, I will use two C profiles placed flange to flange to form a rectangular duct. So I will have this A, imagine this being the half of the pipe, this line here, and I will have two adjoining C profiles to form a pipe. So here I will have, I can have 15 here. It's just the size of the flange. That is not important. 300, 200 here, 2.5 as usual, 2 here, 350. I'll calculate this pattern. I will download this and continue with the next case. For this case, I will be using this one, which is the hopper, and I will input the same dimensions in the bottom and the top ends, and the offsets here, the X and Y offset, I will make them 0. Here it is important to consider that input measurements are internal, and if the bending lines can be considered both seams or bending radius if the internal radius is 1.29 the thickness. For a thickness of 2 millimeters, I will consider an internal radius of 2.5, which is quite a good approximation. So X1 is 396. This is internal dimensions. Y 296. Again 396, 296 here, 350. Here we have 0, so this will give us a centered pipe. I calculate the pattern. We have the preview, which is a rectangle, and that is, I download this and we check this in my CAD. So here I am in my CAD. I will open the last download, which is this one. And just so we have this is the box or a pipe. And if we check distances, we will see this is 1384. And we can have these lines here as bending lines or as cutting lines, and placing these to form corner joints as I show on screen. Finally, I will be considering this case, and this is okay. We have external dimensions, so I just enter external dimensions. 405 is the radius. We have 400 again here and 300 on the top. This is the same. H 350, no offsets. 2 is the thickness. I will consider this 1 in one part, so we will have one seam only here. I'll calculate this. Again, the outlook is like a rectangle. I download this and we check this in my CAD. So here I am in my CAD. I will open the last download, which is this one. We can see in 3D. So here it is, our transition or pipe. So this is it. Back to plain view. I will take the distances here. And again, we have 1384. So these were 7 different ways of unfolding a rectangular pipe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Start making your sheet metal developments online today with caldereriaonline.com and have a great day.